Find your power in 2 minutes. They don't ignore you by accident. They test you. They interrupt you. They speak over you. They watch how you react. And in that reaction, they decide your rank. Not consciously, instinctively. Status is assigned in seconds, and most people lose it in the first 2 minutes. You've felt it. You start speaking. Someone cuts you off. You laugh it away. You say, "Sorry, go ahead." And just like that, you hand away authority. You think you're being polite. They register you as lower priority. That's how hierarchy forms, quietly. Ethan didn't realize he was training people to overlook him. He lived in Birmingham, smart, observant, capable. But in meetings, he softened everything. "I might be wrong. Just an idea. Sorry, quick thought." He believed humility made him respected. It made him easy to override. When interrupted, he retreated. When challenged, he over-explained. When he finished speaking, he kept adding extra words, just to make sure everyone felt comfortable. Comfortable people don't see you as powerful. They see you as safe. And safe is rarely promoted. One afternoon, something small happened, but small moments define status. Ethan had the right data, clear numbers, clear conclusion. He began explaining. Mid-sentence, someone cut him off. Normal pattern. This was the moment he usually shrank. But this time, he didn't rush. He didn't laugh. He didn't apologize. He paused, looked directly at the person, and said calmly, "Let me finish." No emotion, no aggression, no smile, just certainty. The room went quiet. Not because he was loud, because he was controlled. He delivered his point. Clear. Direct. When he finished, he stopped. No rambling, no extra defense. Just silence. 5 seconds passed. Heavy. Then the manager said, "That makes sense. We'll move with that." That was it. 2 minutes. No new skills. No personality change. Just controlled presence. And something shifted. You think power requires dominance. It doesn't. Power begins when you stop seeking permission. When you remove apology from your tone. When you stop cushioning every sentence. When you tolerate silence without panicking. Most people lose authority in the space after they speak. They fill it. They dilute themselves. They beg for reassurance without realizing it. And reassurance lowers status. After that day, Ethan changed one rule. No shrinking language. No unnecessary explanations. No nervous laughter. He spoke once, then stopped. He let silence pressure the room instead of relieving it. And people adjusted. They interrupted less, listened more. Not because he demanded respect, because he projected certainty. Certainty reshapes hierarchy for the next 2 minutes of your life. Test this. When you speak, remove the apology. When someone interrupts, pause and reclaim the space calmly. When you finish your point, stop. Let the silence exist. Do not rescue the room from discomfort. That discomfort, that's the moment status recalibrates. Your power isn't missing. It's buried under over-explanation. Buried under politeness. Buried under the need to be liked. They didn't suddenly respect Ethan. He stopped signaling that he shouldn't be. Find your power in 2 minutes. Not by becoming louder, but by becoming deliberate. Because the moment you control yourself, you control how the room sees you. And the room always responds to certainty. If this message challenged the way you show up, then understand this. Power is not about domination. It's about control over yourself, over your words, over your reactions. This is part of our series on psychological power and strategy. If you want to understand the laws that shape influence, status, and control, stay connected with us. Subscribe to BetterMotive Tales more depth, more laws, more insight into real power.